Hi, this is Miss Bell, and today I'm going to show you how to log into Noodle Tools. Noodle Tools is a great piece of software that will help you keep track of your citations and also to make planning easier for projects. All right, so the first thing to do is to find Noodle Tools, and you can do that by searching for it. Once you get to the login page, you don't have to sign in up here. You can just push the Google button. And if you're on a Chromebook, this is especially easy. If you're on a computer, a desktop, you might need to log into Google if you haven't already done so. Now, I already have a Noodle Tools account, so I have projects here, but I'm going to show you what it looks like if you're brand new to Noodle Tools because there are a few extra steps. The first thing is you will get a screen that looks like this. And what you need to do is in the drop-down menu, you need to select Valleyview. There will only be a couple of options. From there, you click Continue, and then it's going to ask you to enter your code. So the code for our school is this one right here, 238833. After that, you click Continue, and then it will ask you, are you signing in as a student or as a teacher? And of course, you are most likely going to sign in as a student. You can also choose after that if you want to enter your year of graduation, which for the current grade 8s is 2028. Then afterwards, it will look something like this, and you can save your profile. And then you will come here. Now, of course, your project screen will be blank because you don't have any. As you can see, I already have 5 different projects, and I'll explain a little bit about it. To create a new project, you just need to select New Project, give your project a title. So if I was doing, let's say I was doing a project in biology, I might call it biology. I might be more specific. Now, for the most part, unless your teacher says otherwise, we're going to be using MLA, okay? And it will take care of using the most recent edition, which is important. Now, other citation styles are quite popular. APA is quite popular outside of the modern languages, so English and Spanish, French, etc. For most high schools, we stick with this one. You might find that you use APA in places like business or social studies. Same with Chicago. Science has its own style, but it's not really on here. Now, as for the citation level, advanced is recommended for high school. You guys are not elementary or middle school. Then click submit. Now, if you ever need to come back and change this, that's really easy to do. Okay, so here is my new project for biology. And you can see that I have these other ones. This one's an MLA or APA, and they're all advanced. I don't have any sources yet. That's this pile of books. And I don't have any note cards yet. In this project, I have 4 sources, 4 note cards, and 1 picture that I've attached. So you can, and I'll just show you what that looks like. When you have a project, you can have your references. It'll tell you what type of reference you have, what it is, and then you can have note cards. So for instance, here I have 2 note cards. And see, so I've got a title for my note card, so it reminds me what it's about. And then here I had a direct quote that I copied from this Britannica piece and put there. And then I had another note that I wanted to make on the same piece where I had a different quote. I summarized the quote, and then I had some questions that I wanted to remind myself of later on. Now, the neat thing about notes is that in this project, I can look at all the notes I've made for various ones, and I can move them around. So let's say I wanted to decide, oh, I'm going to start with this one here. I'm going to ask about this later. oh, you know what, these two are related, and then this one. So that's a handy part of this tabletop view. You can rearrange them. Now for attachments, I've got my picture here of Machu Picchu. which now is available for me to download. And then the other cool thing is I can create a to-do list. So in this case, I've made myself a note that I need to get more pictures of the Shia Queens, and I gave myself a due date of November 30th. So I could check that off that, okay, I've done that, which of course I haven't. I could erase it. I could change the date. All right, so let's come back to my projects. Here I've got the biology one. Now it's down below because it always puts the most recent one at the top. And it's empty. So to add a new source, I would go up here. Now I want to decide, do I have a database? So maybe that's like my Britannica would go in there. Do I have a website? Is it a book? So it's in print or it's in my hand? Is it something I watched? Is it a file or an ebook or an app? Or is it something else? Could be a map even. All right, so let's say for today, I have one from Britannica. So now this looks like a lot of options, but we just have to remember that Britannica is an encyclopedia, which is a reference source. So we can click on that one. Now, you can do this two ways. You can fill in all of the information. So start with the name of the database, put in the URL, the date that you access it. So I can just click there and it will automatically put today. You can fill all of this in, or you could copy and paste a citation. So let's say I have a citation already that I want to use. So in Britannica, I found a great article on cells for biology. And now I've copied the citation from there and I want to put it in here. So I'm going to go to the manually edited citation, click in the body and paste it in. It's going to pull all the information out of there for me. So I could annotate it if I want, but I don't need to. So I'm going to click Save. So there we go. Now we have this source right here. And it gives me a little note that it's already been pre-formatted in Britannica. So if there are issues with the way it's been formatted, because perhaps I'm copying from the citation from a site that's using an older version, maybe I need to check that out. Then I could add a new note card if I wanted. And this is what the note cards look like. It's always good to start with a topic. And I'm going to put on here, I really like the picture of the cell diagram. Oops, diagram. And maybe what I want to have a question of here is, can I use this picture for my poster? That's a question I might have. I might have all kinds of other questions. But once you've filled in your note, you can just click Save and Close. This is not like Google Docs. It won't save automatically for you. Every time you change something, you need to save it. So far in this project for biology, I have my source, my one note card, and if your teacher is using this, they may ask you to add it into their inbox. Oops. But since I'm already a teacher, I can't really add it into my own inbox. Okay, that's all we need to do for now. And if you have questions, come on down to the library.